She said it was so cold outside.
Right, so I had to prove it to you. I had to come outside and show you just how cold it is. You know what? This is one of the coldest mornings we've probably had since spring, so it's been several months. You're going to feel it when you head out the door. There's a little chill in the air this morning. We'll talk about why we are hanging out at a Mesa Fire station in just a moment, but when they dip this time of year, as they have been these last couple of nights and mornings, it becomes a pretty busy time for firefighters, and we're here this morning in Mesa, and Forrest Smith is here with us this morning to talk about why this becomes such a busy time for you guys.
Well, throughout the year, people aren't using their furnaces, and you know, with the weather that has been during the summer, it's hot. We're not used to having to use our furnaces throughout the year. By the time we get to using our furnaces, they've been sitting there. Dust settles. Once you turn it on for the first time, first thing people smell is smoke and such, so that causes some alarm. Yeah,
some you don't want to smell. So Luis Rivera is here actually with the City of Mesa Energy Services to talk about a furnace. We're looking at one here at the firehouse. What do people need to know?
Well, people need to know that every year you should have a qualified contractor check your heating system. Just like you have your car tuned up, you don't want to let it go until to the point where it needs major repairs. And you don't want to have to use other appliances for heating your homes.
Yeah, that is just bad news when you start bringing other things in to try to find heat. What are we looking for here on this furnace? You said there should be a little blue flame.
You should have a blue flame. We have it turned on. It should be kicking in any minute now. And you want to make sure that it's blue. If there's a yellow tip on there, then you should be calling and having it cleaned, properly cleaned, so that you have maximum efficiency of your furnace.
All right. Well, thanks for being here this morning. Important things to remember.
We'll talk a little bit more about the week ahead and the weekend coming up, but it was cold this morning.
Yeah, it is cold out here. We're hanging out at the Mesa Fire Department talking about these cold temperatures and how sometimes they lead to more house fires. But yeah, it is the coldest morning we've had in quite some time around the valley.
All right. Speaking of nice and annoying all at the same time. You're nice, but sometimes this cool weather can prompt annoying things and scary things to happen at our houses.
And you might think, oh, I want to save money, or maybe your furnace isn't working. What can you do? You might think, hey, I'm going to bring my barbecue grill inside my house and warm it that way. Not a good idea. The fire department is telling us this morning that is not a good idea. It can be very dangerous for many reasons. Also, what about those space heaters? We've got Carrie Castillo here this morning with us, safety education with the Mesa Fire Department. To me, this looks like it's just not safe, but these are still for sale. What do you think about those?
Space heaters are great, and as long as they're used safely and properly and appropriately, you know, they can certainly do their job. This one, maybe on the surface, looks like, you know, something that would be perfectly acceptable to use. You know, it looks like it's going to heat up quickly, and it does have the mark. That it's UL tested.
So that's something we should look for.
You should definitely look for that. However, using it up on a raised surface, not a good idea.
Okay, there's a rule too about distance.
Right, you want to use it with a 3-foot radius around all sides of it. And also, this one, I guarantee you, does not have an automatic shutoff for overheating or if it were to get tipped over. Also, when you're using it, you know, you'd want to use it down on a surface, but still this is too close to the chair. And the #1 cause of fires when it comes to these space heaters is blankets, linens, and drapery falling over the top of them. So that's why you'd want to have that safe 3-foot radius around all sides of it, and especially using ones with automatic shut off, and if they get tipped over, that they automatically just cut off. And
so it sounds like you almost need to buy a newer space heater at a store. You maybe don't want to buy an older one at a garage sale or something like that may not have the newer safety features.
Absolutely. And this one does have an on and off switch, and it's UL tested, but without the automatic shutoff.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Victor's moved on over to show you another area, the stove. A lot of folks might heat their stove as a way to stay warm, but again, that's not safe. And carbon monoxide poisoning is one effect that you could see from that. So definitely not a good idea, but a smart idea would be to invest in one of these carbon monoxide alarms. It'll run you about $40 to $50 at any home store and really could end up saving your life. Alternative forms of heating is the second leading cause of the house fires that these firefighters are going on this time of year. Back in the studio, can you guys guess what the #1 cause is?
Oh my gosh. What is it?
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
Cooking fires.
Wow. Is that the answer or the hint?
Okay, that's the answer.
I'm thinking, hey, wait, I got it. Cooking fires?
Cooking fires.
The pointing was the hint. The pointing was the hint. And then I just said it.
Okay. I got that. That's it. I'll play that game.
I
all
go
day
with
long
cooking
and give you the
fires.
answer. Chuck, that'd be cooking fires for 500. Thanks, April.
Fun moment, sorry.
Hey, you know what? I'm right there with
Man,
you.
we got 2 of them together.
Yeah, I know. I have several a day, April. Trust me, I've already had 6.